him up, brought him to the vet.
Well,
He got a clean bill of health, and then
hey!
he destroyed the
I
place.
made it.
What's up,
He
boys?
made it!
Maybe next time you could fucking specify what time between 8:30 and 9 o'clock this was going down. Hi, Mark.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's up,
I mean,
dude?
the show's over. Me and Eric had a lot of fun while we waited for you, and have a good night.
Damn, 4 minutes. I feel you.
29 seconds.
So what's up, man? How you been?
Get that 29
Good.
seconds.
I feel like you have the most fancy backdrop compared to both of us.
Well, I'm in
we're
my
slacking.
dining. Yeah, I'm in my dining room right now. We dormered
Nice.
our house, and then
Nice dining room.
coronavirus hit, so we can't close out our permits and move upstairs. So, like, my entire life is crammed into very few rooms downstairs.
Fair enough.
So
Shit.
this is
Sucks.
be right now.
Ow,
But yeah,
fuck.
hopefully soon I'll have a studio set up, and we'll have offices and
Sweet.
better places for me to do video chats and stuff.
Nice. Well, either way, it's still fancier than what we got going on right now. I got a headboard, and he's got his... Well, nothing, actually, because it's dark. So,
you know
fuck
what? It shouldn't be two grown-ass men. It should be two broke-ass men.
Oh,
Let's
I
do
mean...
broadcast, man.
Anyway, I'm sorry. What did I butt in on here? Coronavirus!
I hope the $1,200 bullshit stimulus is good enough to get by at least.
Kim is still working. She's a teacher. So she's, she's still making money, which is good.
Good.
She's the one creating the fucking lessons that are killing me trying to teach the kids every day? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, dude.
Nah, actually, I give it up to the teachers. They're like, as parents, it's really, really tough. But for them to try to probably stay organized for all of the students, whereas like we're only doing it for our kids who are the students. I mean, I don't know how to be a teacher, figuring it out, but to try to prepare to teach parents how to teach their kids, that shit has to be fucking rough.
Yeah. I can't imagine doing like the virtual like classrooms from this point forward. Like a lot of people are like, oh, this is going to be like the new normal. And it's like,
What
no
happened
fucking
to
way.
going to work?
You got to send your damn kids to school.
Interesting you say that. So Braden's teacher, on the contrary, but Tony's teacher has been sending emails every day, and she sent one like a recap the other day, and she literally said, "So I'm actually extremely impressed with the amount of attendance and Tony has given, and work that Tony has given in because I'm having a struggle with everybody." Like she was,
I mean, but you got to understand, I guess a lot of people aren't at home with their
Right.
kids.
No,
like,
exactly.
They're at work still. So
Yeah.
they have babysitters. They got, grandma and grandpa watching the kids. People are trying to entertain the kids so that they don't lose their fucking mind. So I guess
Dude,
school is,
it's
and everybody got a free pass on the last quarter of school. So nobody's
yes, you're
like-
right. You're right. I actually didn't even realize it. I
Nobody
read
cares.
this one email today that said like, by the way, I want to remind you, all this is optional. I'm like, I don't want my
Yeah.
kids going to school next year
Yeah.
not knowing the last quarter of the curriculum. It's like,
Right.
to me, like, I don't think it's optional,
this
but at the
totally,
same time,
it's the
more
amount
your
of
kids-
work that Kim is doing is substantially higher. They're asking
imagine.
more of her, but the lessons are shorter because they're only given 15 minutes with these kids.
Yeah, it's true.
That's 15 minutes. That's a class.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
they're
just
doing
I just think like when September rolls around and both parents are back at work, there's no way you could still do virtual school. Like kids need to be back in school. Like,
no,
I don't
like,
see how it
Kids,
would work.
kids rely on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
You don't
I go back to
realize
work July
how many
19th,
kids
so I'll be back at work. And I
rely
already
on
know.
food.
Wait, what
They
was that?
rely on school for food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You
So
know,
I mean, I'm
for
sure,
at least 2 meals a day.
I'm sure
Yeah,
all
man.
over the place they're doing this, but here, like, they're doing. You could go. I keep getting the emails about it. You can go and pick up meals from school and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's why, like, when people ask, like, how you guys doing? I literally say, honestly, great. I can't complain. There are many people way worse off than us.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
we have everything we need to provide, and I mean, it sucks that I'm not working. I really miss being at work, and I'm gonna be back at work this summer. But being home does afford me the ability to actually be a teacher to the kids and help them with it. Like, not everyone has that either. So, to Mark's point, for the people who aren't home right now, like, Yeah, of course their kids aren't going to turn working because there's no one there to aid them to do that.
Right. Yeah, that situation's what's holding us up on our house right now because we finished the work upstairs. We did a full dormer upstairs, and
Yeah,
now we're waiting
I
on.
saw the video, dude. It
Yeah,
looks gorgeous.
Yeah, dude, it looks
thanks.
awesome.
We're
And congrats on
we're
the
waiting.
And I
future
know you and your
extension
friends.
of the
You said you
family.
and your friends did, or you and some friends and family and stuff did the interior stuff, right?
I just had a shell put on basically. So yeah, like I did insulation, sheetrock, tape, spackle, paint, trim, floors, everything. Jamie,
What's
what
up?
up?
What's going on?
How you doing? I haven't seen you in
Doing
fucking
good.
forever.
Right? Doing
What's
good. How
up?
you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Congratulations.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're
No,
so
you're
so
good.
we're trying to get an inspector in here so that we can close out our permits so that we could actually move upstairs, and then I can start setting up
Yes, I kissed the dog at night.
baby's room and all that. And I could have a studio room, and my wife will have her office at home, and it'll be good.
Nice.
So I understand that the construction world is kind of
Oh, yeah.
fucking crazy right now.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It just trying to think of, everything that we're going to have to, the new regulations that we're going to have to put upon ourselves and our subcontractors. It's a lot of stress just thinking about what the future is going to be like, because we don't even know. We're going to have to follow what other companies are doing by example.
Yeah, man. You can only pray that like they come out with something that cures it or whatever, or herd immunity or something, and
Otherwise, it's never going away.
Hopefully it ends up being something that isn't incredibly long term, and we don't have to go through this forever. That's, you just gotta hope, I guess. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting the way things change.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird.
Yeah.
All right, so what have
I
you
took
been
that
working
as an open opportunity
music-wise?
to get right.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing music-wise?
Music wise, I'm playing drums in
Boys,
Slick
have
River.
fun. Bye.
All right, very, very cool. I saw you were posting some stuff about that. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So I've been in Slick River. Actually, we started in 2006. So it's been a really fucking long time we've been playing music. We've
Isn't that with
kinda
Eric and Paul?
Yeah, so Eric, singer House Trousers, his brother Paul, they're the hub of the band. Paul does all the writing, Eric does all the vocals, everything, and it was kind of their brainchild. And we've had like a revolving door of bass players through the years, but then our good friends in Blind Robbery, unfortunately, they broke up, and we stole their bass player. So now we've been rocking with the same guy for a long time, and just finished and put out an album. We were hoping to put it out a lot sooner, but then Corona happened. We didn't know if we wanted to wait, put it off, whatever. We wanted to have like a release party, but we did put it out. So Slick River's newest album, Everything Will Be All Right. It's out now. It's on every service, iTunes, Amazon, Google, YouTube, whatever. It's out there. Yeah, stream it, download it. It's on Bandcamp, $5, whatever. So
Cool, man. Cool.
I've
yeah.
actually
Doing
been
anything
using that album while working
guitar-wise?
on the car to keep me motivated.
I
Sorry, I didn't mean
appreciate
to cut
the
you off,
support, Tony.
No, it's all right. No, I just asked Mark. You doing anything guitar-wise?
I haven't in a little while. Last project I was doing was Fight of the Century. We were doing a lot of shows.
That's what they were. I could not remember what your other band was called.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
we played,
You play with us out east, right?
that was a project before that. That was Dying of Fire.
Oh. Okay.
So Dying of Fire.
Kind of
We
get the
broke
two
up-
confused.
I was in Dying of Fire.
I
for
just
about 3 years.
remember you playing that really badass guitar.
Yeah.
That was so much better than the green one. With
Oh
broken
yeah.
headstock.
So my main guitar now is it's a BC Rich Mockingbird, but it's the Pro X series, flat black, gold trim, active EMGs in it. It's that's my baby. I play that all the fucking time. So yeah, we played with you guys at Sound Beach Inn, I think, like way back when All the Above came to Long Island, and we fucking rocked. And that's probably the last time the three of us have been together, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
Long
And
time
it
ago.
was a fun fucking night. And I
Yeah.
only rolled my eyes because when you said that about the badass guitar, I was thinking the green guitar that got fucking stepped on, and then like you were like, there was this other guitar, and I was like, wait,
Oh,
my
man.
brain has skipping periods. You know, we did a
Yeah,
few things
no.
back in the day, so
Dude, that was the acrylic. That was an acrylic Mockingbird, and it got stepped on at that Battle of the Bands we played.
Yeah.
That guy Kenny from Unsound put on.
rest his soul.
Is he not with us?
No, he's not. But he lives
Oh,
on
my
forever
God.
on my arm.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
Really?
that
Oh
sucks.
yeah. Oh shit! Did I just drop that bomb?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah, Ken
fucking
passed away a
atomic
couple of years
bomb.
ago. It was actually a fucking shit circumstance. It was like, you know how someone can do a lot of things, get clean, and then the lasting effect from them getting clean was their body freaking out about it? Kind of that.
Yeah.
To
that
my
sucks.
knowledge. I might be wrong, but I mean,
How long- how long ago was
I
this?
still talk to him up
Mike
until about a
Darmanin,
week before
same
he
thing.
passed away,
He was
so
he was getting himself clean, and he got
Yeah.
sick and died.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I could be wrong. I mean, I hope that
Oh.
is the case, though.
It's like if you don't change your oil in your car for like 100,000 miles, and then you change it, you're
Yeah.
gonna fucking blow pistons.
Yeah, no, it's true though. Like, I mean, that
You're-
happens
you're-
more often
you're-
with
you're
transmissions,
going
but
to kill.
yeah,
That car will go another 50,000 miles
yeah,
if
just
you leave
just,
that
just
oil in
keep
there.
adding oil to it.
Yeah,
Well, this-
don't,
that's
don't
kinda
put
fucked
new
up for
oil
me,
in.
though.
Just,
This just went from sad to worse because I'm like 4,000 miles overdue on my oil change. So
That's nothing.
now I gotta go do that. first thing
Nah,
tomorrow.
you're good.
yo,
You're good.
dude, this
No, but that sucks, man.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't know
synthetic
you guys
or
didn't know
synthetic
that.
blends, you can go
Yeah, I do synthetic.
like 7,500 easily, and
Yeah.
really not worry too much about
Oh
it.
yeah, synthetic
That's
for
good.
sure.
When you start getting close to like 9, 10, it's like you're kind of pushing it.
You better
Yeah.
hope they put that premium filter in there. Oh shit.
Well,
No,
anyway, but
I
that's-
changed my own oil and I put a K&N in.
Yeah, no, that sucks that he's no longer with us.
yeah, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I
but-
thought
yeah,
that was
that
like
was-
common knowledge.
I did put a new neck on that guitar after it got fucking broken on that stage after that show. That was, an
Was that
awesome
at
show.
Insomnia? Was that in Insomnia?
I don't know.
Or was that actually at Ultrasound Lounge?
No, Ultrasound Lounge
No, that was
was Medicine. That was like
Oh,
down
that was
the
upstairs
road.
from where we were jamming. Okay.
Yeah, that was our studio was there. Yeah.
Yes. So
yeah.
I feel like that happened at like a bigger
Oh,
venue
oh,
though, like
Insomnia?
Insomnia though.
Well, it eventually turned into a Dempsey's Bar and Moe's in East Meadow. It was a club. I don't know what the hell the name of it was, but
wasn't it? It was Insomnia.
Maybe.
I really thought it
know.
was Insomnia.
That was Insomnia, and then Ultrasound Lounge was Medicine.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
where we rented.
maybe.
Upstairs from yeah.
I'll take your word for it because I was really fucked up.
That's
back
what I'm saying. Like I think we're starting to realize that like we might
Yeah,
all be able
there
to
was-
piece together the pieces of
There
our
was
pasts.
there was a lot of bad shit going on.
then. Yeah, man. We had a little too much fun sometimes.
And
Is
I
that
think a
loud?
lot of
Is
us
that loud?
tried to hide the fun that we were having on our own.
Yeah, right.
It didn't work out too well.
I'm gonna like readjust my shit here. Sorry, hold on.
I mean, a lot of fucking stories from fucking back then, but
Yeah,
I will
man.
never forget when you and I, Mark, went to go pick up my PA system. That was the last of our equipment that was down there. We
Yeah.
walked in, and it was
I think I remember
Oh,
this story. I wasn't there for it.
what
But
was his name?
So, Greg,
and
was it Greg? His
Greg.
girl
no,
was
it was
sitting on the
it was
couch?
his girl with 2 Dobermans.
Yeah, dude, and the lights were out, and all of a sudden we're like, why are the lights out? And we're like, is there a person there? We're like, oh, hey, what's up? We're just grabbing the PA. And then, yep, all of a sudden you just see growling. We're like, what the fuck is that? And you just see 2 Dobermans on each side coming out from the fucking shadows. Oh my
It
god.
was like a fucking movie.
Dude, that was like, just shit my pants, turn the fuck around, and just back up. She's just like slowly back out of the room. And we were like,
What?
yeah, bye.
Never mind. I don't remember this story. What?
And yo, but she
What
knew
fucking
us, so
shit
she was
happened
like,
to you
she's like,
guys?
slowly
Yeah.
back up and close the door.
Yeah, man, that shit was.
Oh my god.
Once we got Greg, those dogs were like puppy dogs.
Oh yeah.
Once he was in the room, he snapped his fingers and they were like rolling over, and we were just like
Yeah, just
completely
rub my
ignoring
belly,
us.
fine. Yeah.
And
Wow,
we were
that
just
was
like,
crazy.
oh,
But
okay.
that studio, do you remember the story from when we first moved in that studio? He pulls out an AK from behind the couch
Yes.
and says, if you ever fuck with the liquor room or the
Yes.
The liquor room, which
bed,
yeah. You guys also remember the fucking
He
the
said,
ceiling
I
tile?
don't give a
He
fuck
was
what
telling-
you do down here.
yeah.
It's like, but stay the fuck away from that liquor room.
Yeah.
Yep.
The liquor
And
room,
he
which
did-
you could fucking
and so-
I didn't
I could
even
have
look
reached
at
through
it.
the
What were you
wall
about to
while
say?
playing the drums and got anything I wanted.
Tony, what were you about to say about him taking it out of the ceiling?
You fucking remember the fucking ceiling tile that he would shift out of the way and just there was like, what you need? I got it up here in the fucking
Yeah.
ceiling. Anything
like,
from
There was-
fucking
there
pieces
was a
to
lot of
drugs to
cocaine in
probably
that ceiling.
weapons that I didn't even fucking know were
A
up there.
lot.
Yeah, man.
That was fucking
of
crazy,
cocaine.
man.
He'd just like randomly, we'd be jamming and he'd come in and be like, hey guys, could you just like step out of the room? We need to do some business in here. And like these dudes in suits would come in and they'd probably sell like kilos of blow or something. I don't know.
Yes, 100%.
Kenny would burst through the door. We'd be in the middle of recording,
Yeah.
and he took the picture of your grandfather. You remember that picture?
Oh my god.
And he dumped out like an ounce of blow onto it and started cutting it up. And we were
Yep.
just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, man. Crazy.
We
shit
have to
back
have
then.
that. You have to have that recording somewhere where we were in the middle of recording, and Kenny was recording us, and somebody burst through the door, and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here!" And we like kept it in the background of the recording.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Tony
so.
would
He was
have that,
recording
right?
in Cool Edit Pro.
Yeah, that was definitely Cool Edit Pro because he was like, I fucking know this
Oh my
program
God.
in and out, blah, blah. And I mean, God rest the fucking dude's soul. That
He-
recording was not
he
very.
was using it as a multi-track. And we were just like,
It was literally basically like mastering software or like software to clean up an old track, and he fucking literally. So actually, now that I think about it, yeah, good point. He did a good job for that aspect of it. That was not meant to record multiple fucking instruments at the same time like that.
with a
What did-
free
What did we
program.
even record on that? I don't even remember what we recorded.
Oh, I definitely have the recordings.
I couldn't tell you.
I could tell you because I could tell you that anything that has
was-
a bass drum that sounds like someone's going. That was recorded in there. I promise you that.
Oh,
So
God.
listen
I'm
to
sure-
any
I'm
of our
sure it
recordings.
was.
If the bass drum sounds like someone popping their lips, that's the one.
I only know little key moments from back then, but I really don't know details. I do, however, remember one time when Flo was like trying to be all tough, and Kenny had like girls in the room, and Flo was like, "Oh, you know what I love the smell of? Cocaine." Nobody was doing coke. There was no coke anywhere, except he was like waiting for Kenny to like
That dude's such a fucking
reach up in the ceiling.
It's like,
And,
yo,
like-
man, look it up.
Yeah. Remember, people used to come in and wait for us to finish so that they could start fucking doing blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might
Yeah.
actually. This might be a hazy memory, but I actually feel like there
It
was
was
like a. Maybe it wasn't black, maybe it was black, but there was definitely a big couch on the wall there from the right
Yeah,
of me
black
where
leather.
I was playing the drums, and I feel like often there would be random fucking broads, half naked, just sitting there, random
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
dudes looking sketchy, just sitting there, random people
Yeah.
that were like start jamming out, like just what? Like,
It
half
was
the time
a
we're just
fucking
like,
coke den.
who the fuck
It
are
was
you anyway?
crazy.
But whatever. Like, I hope I'm not making that memory up in my head.
But
'cause
I
I'm pretty sure
told
that
my
shit happened.
uncle where we were renting. He
Yeah.
was like, "Don't touch the liquor cabinet." he knew
So
knew
awesome.
all about him.
Oh man,
It's fucking
that's great.
Yeah, my
Funny.
uncle used to also rent one of the downstairs rooms at Joe's garage.
No shit.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. And I had no idea. And all of a sudden, him and I just started talking about it one day. He's like, "Where were you renting?" I'm like, "You walk in, it was the first two rooms on the
Yeah.
left." I said, "We were that whole fucking area."
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
my fucking eyes
Yeah,
are getting
that-
buggy. Sorry.
That jam room was
There we go.
dirty as fuck, but it was
Yeah.
like it was fucking grimy.
There was a bunch of
Give a
Joe's
shit, though.
garages actually, and he sold them to this guy Lance.
Wait, what? There was more than
and-
that one?
What'd you say?
There was more than just one Joe's Garage?
Yeah, there was like 5 of them across Long Island. So
it
we
was like
started
Joe's
jamming.
fucking storage lot. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So we started jamming in one in West Babylon, and it got bought by this guy Lance, who plays in an Elton John cover band called Rocket Man.
that's awesome.
And he's best
I hope they
friends-
don't suck.
He's like good friends with the dude from the Dream Theater, and he built a sound stage for recording and shooting videos.
I'm sorry,
next door to the studio.
good friends with who?
Dream
Dream
Theater.
No shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. And so like bands used to come through there like all the time, like that band Bayside, Dream Theater,
Yo, Bayside's fucking awesome.
Fozzy, Chris Jericho's band. Fozzy
Fozzy?
was like, yeah, Chris Jericho's
Fuck
got
that.
his own-
I'll get down to Fozzy all day. Let's go.
So those guys, like their tour buses would just pull into our jam spot, which was a fucking Joe's Garage, and they would just get into the soundstage next door and rehearse for like a weekend and get all their shit ready for their tour. And then they'd be like, all right, let's go on tour and do this shit. And we just like meet all of them and just be like, what's up? Let's chill. Let's
That's
fucking
fucking
enjoy.
awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You also just
And now I'm super jealous because I'm watching both of you guys fucking smoke joints, and I don't smoke no more. So it sucks.
Oh, I'm
Fuck.
sorry.
I'm not smoking weed,
like,
dude. I'm just
Just
fucking
jealous.
high on.
Ned.
So I
Yeah,
only
that's how it
smoke
was
at
my whole
night,
life.
and only if I'm drinking a little bit first.
Damn. I am very envious of you, bro. I wish I could be you. My wife actually, when we first came on this, she heard in the background, she was like, did he just say he was smoking a joint? I'm
Oh,
so
no.
jealous. Because she's pregnant.
Yeah,
So she
I
can't
know.
smoke 'cause she's pregnant.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Thank
so
you,
wait,
thank
hold
you.
on. When she's not pregnant, does she still partake sometimes in some
Oh, yeah.
activity?
Yeah, definitely.
So wait, are you holding off because you're doing like dry nine
No.
with you,
No,
or you just don't?
So what happened was I sold my soul to the devil, and now I work for the evil empire in New York. So I can't smoke because I get drug tested. Yeah.
Hey, have you ever told them maybe perhaps they could suck on your fucking balls?
Yeah, no, but there is a really big company, and that doesn't work.
Oh,
I would love to tell them that.
I
And
mean,
they just be like, too bad.
Once it's legalized
Just fuck with you,
recreationally, they're gonna improve testing.
Yeah, once they
Test,
have
they're
to
gonna
have
be able
that-
to. They're gonna be able to
What they
test
need-
if you are high at work and know the
Exactly.
difference whether
Yeah.
you've been
No, I
high
get it,
at
dude.
work or high, at home.
like right
Because
now.
at that point, it's going to be equated to drinking a beer.
Right. So what it is now is it's like the test is, have you been on it in the last month? They need to know,
Well,
have
it's
you
been,
been
yeah.
on it in the last 24 hours? And then we'll be good.
Yeah. No, I totally get it, dude. I was fucking around. And to be honest, I didn't smoke for years.
That's
I
why-
couldn't tell you. I think it's been. Yeah, I feel you. Cheers. Shit.
It's just a little tequila triple second seltzer.
Yeah, hit him
Oh,
with the
nice,
hard
nice.
facts. Yeah, I think I only started smoking again like maybe a year or two ago, and not like very lightly. Like, so here's my thing with it. So similar to you, Best Buy, where I work,
Mm-hmm.
they frequently drug tested us. So I actually didn't smoke for a very long time. I was always actually super paranoid whenever I smoked.
Yeah.
If I tried it, I would be like. So I just wasn't happening.
Right.
Dead ass.
Yeah, out of nowhere, he
Yeah,
got
it just
really
like it just
fucking
happened,
paranoid.
and like I mean, you know me, man. Like I used to be like,
Well,
all
dude, you were
day.
smoking with Bill. That was your first mistake.
Yeah, it's true, so fucking true.
Oh man, I haven't seen Bill
Because
ever.
he was a pusher. He would take a couple of hits, and then he would just like keep pushing it back to you.
Yeah,
Like, here, no, smoke another one. Have another hit.
yeah,
Nice.
no, and then you'd be
Those
like,
friends
oh,
are
by
good
the
and
way,
bad.
we're about to go build something. And I'm like, oh. But
That was
long
you,
story
Mark.
short, they stopped. Yeah,
Dude, you got Tony to smoke.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was
That's
allergic
true.
to cigarettes.
That's true. But All right, before we hit on that bullshit, that is
I
actually,
remember the
that's
first
very
time
true,
that I
by the way,
smoked with
Mark. I'm sorry
Tony,
to tell
and
you, it actually
you
happened
got him to
in front of your
smoke. It
fucking
was
house with a fucking Parliament light. But that's an hold on a sec.
no, 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 no. Smoke weed. We smoked a bowl.
Oh
It
no,
was
no,
when
no,
we were.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was
He
when we were
also got me
recording.
to smoke cigarettes, which I did
Oh
for
yeah.
12 years after that. I quit though.
Well, that's
So-
good. I haven't smoked cigarettes in fucking years.
It's
5.
been years for me at this point too.
Yeah, I'm going on 6 years.
I quit for 6 years straight, and then I had a mental breakdown.
Well, sorry to hear that.
I understand. I get it.
Yeah.
But I even quit the e-cigarette for almost a year.
See, I can never
Because
even do that.
I was having
Yeah,
I was having
can't.
liver problems. I had a virus that was
shit.
attacking my liver.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking really, really. I was really sick for a while. I thought I had the flu, and I didn't. My liver was failing. They tested me for everything. I came up negative on everything. Apparently,
That's
I had
crazy.
mono. I had no idea that I had mono, and apparently, I had Hep B.
Holy shit.
Well,
Yeah.
fucking A.
But now I'm
That
immune to
sucks.
it.
Well, that's
But
good.
now I have immunity.
That's good. I
Yeah.
mean, I was having
But-
a lot of problems for a little while, and then I found out that it turned out I had Lyme's disease. And they were like, you probably had this for a couple of years, and like, your immune system's shot, and your joints are going to be fucked, and good luck. And I was like, all right, thanks.
Damn.
Like, yeah. But moving on. Living.
THC vapes got me off of e-cigarettes.
Nice.
All right, and
See, I
then
couldn't do e-cigarettes because
And then I
e-cigarettes gave me asthma attacks.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
then
say I
So
then
I had to quit cold turkey, and
it was so easy to give up the THC cartridges.
Oh, really?
Once I wasn't craving a cigarette anymore, I was like, I don't need this fucking vape. But it completely helped me get through my cravings for my e-cigarette.
That's awesome.
And
That
then
was-
I was able to stop it immediately. And then I had a mental
Smoking
breakdown.
weed. I had to stop smoking weed in order to quit cigarettes. Like, I couldn't drink, I couldn't smoke weed, nothing. I just quit cigarettes cold turkey and was like, I can't have anything else because otherwise I would just smoke cigarettes. I get high, I'd be like, all right, give me a cigarette. I get drunk, I'd be like, yo, who's got a cigarette? So once I was done, then once I was done with that, then got over that initial phase, I was good to go. And I haven't smoked a cigarette since the day I quit, and it's been like 6 years.
damn.
So-
That's great.
I mean, right after, like when I started recovering, I was finally on medication. I started smoking a lot more weed because it felt like it helped with the medication and balanced me out.
Yo,
And it
weed
actually-
helps with everything.
It really helps me kind of,
Yeah,
get
it
through
levels
my
you off. It literally, mentally and physically, weed helps you with everything. Like, it's pretty
Yeah.
much the cure. It's the cure to everything.
Yeah, so I that's all true facts, and I was gonna say that I am sorry to hear all the bad news, and
Yeah.
I'm actually, for what it is, to hit on something really important. Like, you look fucking awesome, so I don't think that you have to worry about the lasting effects of the Lyme disease, but hopefully
not, yeah.
not. But funny enough,
Yeah,
I did want to hit on one
They
little
still don't
weird
know
point.
what was wrong with my liver.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is
just-
crazy. I
it-
mean, if you
it
had Hep
kept-
B,
it
though,
kept
I'm sure that
coming
has
up.
something to do with it.
No, I
Isn't
didn't
hepatitis like a
have
liver
it,
disease?
but I have the markers for it. And I
Oh,
also had the markers for mono, meaning I had it at some point. I don't have it anymore, but I have immunity to it
interesting.
because I have the markers are in my immune system. Fucking
Well,
weird.
I'm not a doctor and I don't know how that shit works, but I'm glad that you're both fucking healthy. And what I
I
was
didn't
gonna
say I
say
was
to hit on
healthy.
Mark's point though, weirdly, is anytime she's like, don't tell anybody, but they used to fucking rip those fucking vape things in the warehouse there, and immediately before I even got in the fucking warehouse, I knew, because I'd be like, oh, fuck my throat, like shit just didn't do it for me. So like,
Yeah.
I would always wonder like, how are you sucking on? Like I would smoke fucking a pack of Camel Lights a day. How are you doing that? And your throats, and they're like, "Oh, it's what are you talking about?" And I'm like, so something about it reacted with me. I could tell
Yeah,
just from the secondhand
vaping
smoke.
in general just was not good for me either. I don't get it. Some
Yeah,
people can do it, some people can't. It's weird.
yeah.
I mean, initially it was it was tough, but I kind of got used to it, and I got different devices and different juices.
Oh yeah,
I
some people swear by it, dude. Like I totally get it.
I
So
only vape Prohibition Juice Company.
Oh, Joey D, huh?
drop
Yep,
name
yep.
drop, and that's
Little
actually
name drop.
Exclusively
fucking A.
vape them,
Nice, good shit, man.
dude. I get
We'll
like
be
next.
sure to tag Prohibition Company here.
It's
in
coming
the
from Deer
description.
Park.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's probably
Yeah,
easy to get.
I don't have to go into a vape shop.
And you know where it came from. I mean, shit, you grew up with the fucking kid. Or man,
Yeah,
at
man.
this point.
No,
awesome.
he has a CBD line.
Yeah.
Yo,
He
I want
also-
a little known fact. I don't mean to cut you off. So I didn't know because I'm not in that community that they called them juices. So he kept saying he had a juice company online. I swear to God, until I knew what the fuck he was talking about, I thought he was like producing like energy drinks or something. He kept saying I got a juice company. I'm dead serious. And when I realized it was
Bro.
vape juices, I was like, huh, that makes a lot more sense.
Ah. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I got that awesome
they
cran
started-
apple, bro.
Cran apple.
Yo, they started making hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
Oh,
they did.
what a
Yeah, they
fucking
got in
time,
on
too.
that. It was good.
Yeah,
God damn, looking fine as hell.
A lot of
Yeah,
companies
he's-
really just went above and beyond and just
yeah.
did the right thing, you know?
All right, that's your thing.
My thing is to sit in the chair. But yeah, now we'll definitely get up.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
All right, get the fuck away from me then.
See, we're connecting
That's
people.
what DVR.
Yeah,
I love you,
man.
DVR.
That's what it's all about.
Two grown-ass men being adults. Look at you guys.
Yeah, look at us go. You're the one that's down there like, well, guys, I'm not really sure what you're doing with your lives anymore. But
Oh.
I've straightened my act out. Bravo. Nah, dude. I feel you seriously though. Like honestly, I actually just went through like a big fucking dip where for like a solid 4 months, I didn't not fucking touch a sip of alcohol. Obviously, no fucking weed because, like I said, I can't smoke weed if I don't drink first because I get too paranoid. So there's all that. And it actually was fucking great. I was just saying to Jamie today, I was like, you know what I miss? I miss wanting to get up at 6 a.m. and do cool things during the day. And now I look forward to what am I going to do tonight? I don't know because I probably won't fucking remember it tomorrow, but I'll think it was great. So that's where I'm at right now. This fucking quarantine's got me all fucking backwards. That's why I
Yeah,
really miss
man.
going to work. Dude, these fucking...
Absolutely.
I found out today, so I found out from my company that they're backed up now at my store. I have over fucking 8 months worth of cars like scheduled for when
Holy
we're
shit.
like, oh yeah, I better be prepared to be working 6-7 days a week and some 10 to 20 hours OT at least. Cause,
Well, that's good. I mean, you get that time and a half, some shit, right? Like,
oh, absolutely, yeah. And
so,
I'm
yeah,
fucking
dude,
back
it's-
in this
so,
fucking.
so when this is over, you're gonna kill it, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to fucking. I'm gonna do some
That's one
cool
of the
ass
things
shit.
that, like, I really hope when all this is over, everybody goes back to work and just makes a fuck ton of money, and everybody's lives are good, and it makes
I
up for
hope so,
all
too.
the bullshit that everybody.
Yo, I think this is going to bring a lot of manufacturing back to the U.S.
Yes, I do agree with that a
That'd
little
be
bit.
awesome.
I mean, I don't know enough about it, but I do agree with that a little bit. There's going to be a fear of things coming from other places, and
No,
Yeah.
because we've realized how much we rely on other countries for these products and that we can't get.
see, there you
So
go.
I think a
Smart.
lot of manufacturing is going to be.
Yeah,
I mean, and everyone's that never did video chats before is doing them now. So this part of technology is going to expand exponentially
Yeah,
yeah, man, yeah.
because companies are going to want to invest money in this kind of technology.
no, I agree. There's a
So there's
double-edged sword there,
there's
though.
there's a silver lining.
There's a silver lining, but there's
somewhere in there.
Yeah, but I do believe there's another side to that where a lot of people are feeling like, oh, I didn't realize how much we can actually do from home. So these companies are going to be cutting down on like field staff, but then There's that
Yes, but
school
so many
aspect
more
where so many parents
industries
are
are
like,
going
well,
to
I
be
could
opening
fucking
up.
homeschool my kid. Don't forget, asshole, you're going to have to go back to work. Then what are they going to do? Fend for themselves? Like, don't forget about the
Right.
fact that you did work. Like, there's a lot of people that are, and I'm not one of those people that, I am very
No, but
grateful.
what I'm saying is there's going to be a lot of people that are looking for work, and
Oh,
there's
no,
going
no,
to be
for
a lot of
sure.
companies that are going to want
Companies
to
are
bring their
weeding out the
manufacturing back
fucking.
to the U.S., which is going to open up so many job
Oh, definitely.
opportunities
Yeah, yeah. Companies
across the
definitely going to be
board.
weeding out the fucking the shitties right now. But so while you have a lot of people getting new jobs, those are people that probably haven't been working for a while or maybe
But
have been,
I also
but
don't think
now
people are
they
going
were
to be
so used
like,
to being home
oh, you know,
with
we can
their
do this
kids
from
and
home, so I'm going to fire all these people so that we can do this from home. No, they're not going to have all that capital,
Wait,
what
hanging
the
over
fuck
their
am I
head.
what am
They're
I
not going to
doing?
be
What are
so
paying
they
rent
talking about?
and all that's to have an actual
exactly. That
business,
was what I was
so they
about to
can
say.
actually hire
I
more
no,
people
I definitely am with
We
you
could
on
to
that.
hire more
build their
people,
company
do
and
more
make their
work.
company larger.
Exactly. You don't have to have that many. You don't have to pay for a huge office if everybody's at home.
Yep.
You just
Oh,
all their overhead
100%.
goes down. They make more money having more workers working from home.
Oh, 100% I agree with that. What I
But
was
that's
going to
like,
say is
but
there's
that's like office jobs and shit like that. Like a lot of businesses can't work like that. But there are certain positions that can work like that.
oh,
So
absolutely.
I just think
Absolutely.
we're going to be seeing a lot of that, and we're also going to be seeing a lot of manufacturing coming back. So a lot of job opportunities for people that don't really have the luxury of working from home. There are going to be a lot of job opportunities based on the fact that everything that we fucking rely on is from China.
yeah,
Nah, dude, I completely agree with
Something's got
both
to
of
give,
your
and I
points.
think it just did,
Yeah. No, I agree
yeah.
with both of those points. I'm not even
or at least
opposed
I
to
hope
those
so.
points. I just feel like some parents are going to have a struggle when it comes to the ones that weren't working that now have an opportunity to get a job, but they didn't actually want to get a fucking job. And I'm just dead ass. There's so many people out there that are just milking what they can get from the government and pretending like they can't get a job and finding any way to not get a job or making money off the books, not fucking giving their fucking money to the economy like they should be. And like ultimately those people are either going to have to step the fuck up or we're going to end up with a bunch of shitheads like we've had before. And there's the other fucking aspect of the parents and the people who think, well, I can, oh, this whole time I could have been homeschooling my kids. I'm tired of dealing with these teachers and these schools and this, that. And then it's like, no, you can't because you rely on them to parent your children while you're working usually. So don't fucking forget that that was a thing. You might be enjoying the luxury now of the extra money you're getting and the this and the that and the we're taking care of you because we could use this as an excuse. Now, again, I know this is 100% real. I am actually against the protesters. I am against the fucking people. But I'm just saying, I do think there's a big part of this that's going to be a shock zone for so many people who have to go back to a reality that they either hated or they didn't know existed. That's all I'm saying. I don't. And again, though, I
Preach.
completely agree with both of your other points.
I agree with that.
That's all I got on that. I didn't
Well,
even.
thank you, Tony. It was great talking to you.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. By the way, you had to get loud and angry. Nah, it's just if you could put together what I'm saying here, then you might understand what I'm saying here. That's the best I could say without getting into too many details. I don't want anything to bite me in the ass later. It will anyway, trust me.
It will. Somebody's gonna fucking blow up in the comment section about that. I guarantee you.
Don't read the comments.
Nah, it's whatever. But seriously, this thing is going to be a change for everybody when it either goes back to normal or doesn't. But normal is never going to be the same normal again. That's the only thing we need to know.
Yeah.
The normal we knew is not going to be normal. There's too many opportunity for work at home. There's too many opportunity for new people to do field jobs. There's too much opportunity for fucking just change in general. And there's now a lot of people noticing the fucking climate change that just randomly fucking happened. I don't know if you guys have, but I'm pretty sure I don't remember the last time in May it was fucking 32 degrees in North Carolina. But
Couple
it's been
things.
happening quite often.
Mother Nature is reclaiming the planet. That's number one. number two, it's the reduction of pollution is actually
That's what I was
changing
thinking.
the climate.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
there's so many less
causing
cars
these
on the
different
road.
change.
That's just the best way to
So
put it.
the
So many
Earth
less
is
factories
actually
running right
going
now.
through a very mild healing process.
Yeah,
That's an interesting thing. I haven't actually like seen anybody talking about climate change in a while, which is
Yeah,
weird because
but
it's
let
pretty
me say,
constant, right?
yeah, that's a
And,
big
oh, it's
fucking
fucking
thing.
ridiculous.
The what?
As a gardener or as a home farmer,
Yo, he is. Have you seen his fucking
yo,
garden?
I've seen
yo,
his
my
recipe. I've seen him like cooking freaking roasts and whatever, like prime rib, and he's got his garden. Him and his kid are making his garden. Like, I look forward to that with my kid. Actually, don't think I
yo,
haven't taken note, but it looks
it is
fucking awesome.
it is awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Start with tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers,
yeah.
and then just fucking go from there. Like if you see like, oh shit,
I'll be back
I
in
want to
less
learn,
than 30
I want to grow an
seconds.
eggplant.
Less than 30.
Buy, you know, buy an eggplant, grow it, see what happens. You know, just fucking. What I do is I go on YouTube and I research the shit out of anything that I am interested in. I mean,
That's pretty much
so
life now, right? It's like you want to try something you don't know, YouTube the fuck out of it, and then figure it out. It's fucking amazing.
I mean, I brew my own beer. I make my own wine. I've made my own apple wine. I grow my own grapes. I
That's awesome.
grow my
I
own
don't do any of that.
blueberries. I just planted raspberries this year. I have a potato patch that has 40 something plants. I
Damn.
have, what is that? 21 heads of garlic. I have about 30 pea plants between peas and snap peas, and then I got a few beans, squash, acorn squash, butternut, spaghetti, cucumbers, eggplant, tomato.
So you got
What
fucking
else?
everything. You're literally a fucking miniature farmer over there.
Lettuce, corn, cannabis. You know, got a nice.
Well, the corn blocks the cannabis from the neighbors seeing it growing. That's generally how that works, right?
No, the trellises do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh, man.
literally I grow everything. I got radishes, carrots,
Damn. So you don't
green
need to go to
bean,
a fucking, like halfway through the summer, you're like, I'm
lettuce.
done going to the supermarket for produce.
Yeah, I'll have enough produce to be able to make a salad every day this summer.
That's
A salad
insane.
for 4 or 5 of us in the house.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wait,
I am growing a
where?
lot of food.
I didn't think there was a yard big enough to grow that much fucking produce.
It's
Dude.
fucking insane. Like,
Dude,
sorry, I saw that shit. It
you
blew
just
me
gotta
away the
work
other
some
day.
land, dude. That's
That's
it. I
insane.
mean, you don't go by the guidelines of how they say to space them, because that actually means not just they say 3 feet. It's not just 3 feet this way. It's also you can plant one in the middle and have them 3 feet. It's actually 1.5 feet apart that each tomato plant is supposed to be planted, not 3 feet.
Okay.
Like
Well,
I absolutely love gardening. Gardening is
well,
like it's
I'm
therapeutic, man.
I'm finally done working on my house. And we got a kid coming. Maybe next summer. That might be garden time. We'll see if we can finally get our shit going, and maybe I'll be a little you know, get my
One thing, if you do find any time, is just try to plan out where you're going to do it,
we have an idea, yeah. We kind of think
and maybe mark out and start preparing that soil for next year. You'll have a
yeah.
much easier, much better year next year if you start now.
Good advice.
You don't necessarily have to
advice.
plant anything, but clean up the area, maybe throw some mulch or something down, some organic material, just kind of spruce it up a little bit. You don't have to plant anything, so you don't have to water it. You don't have to take care of it. I mean, just put
Fucking
some.
Tony's chuckling in the corner there.
I'm fucking.
Eric's Dr. Green thumb, and Tony's just laughing his ass off in the background. Like he can't get over it.
No, it's just you know what? It's actually awesome, like how passionate he is about it and how much he knows. But like sometimes, like I'll just be like, I'm watching him talk about it, and I'm like listening. I'm like, it's funny because like I would never even fucking think of half of the shit he's talking about. Like,
Yeah.
to me, I'm just like, let me jam some plants in the ground, hope for the best. Like,
Oh,
yield with
I'm
some
growing.
veggies,
Oh, Mark,
dig-
I didn't tell you. I'm
fuck it.
growing asparagus.
Yeah, like he's got the
Nice,
fucking
dude.
garden from.
I'm growing
fucking-
asparagus. I got strawberries. I'm
Yo.
like I'm thinking of my
What?
garden layout right now.
What the fuck is up with the smell of your pee after you eat a bunch of asparagus? I don't get that.
Yo, hit him with
That's
the hard
there's-
facts because I want to know too.
No, there's a chemical. There's a chemical.
It's
in it.
just weird.
It's the
That
chemical.
shouldn't happen.
It's a
That's
very
weird.
very similar chemical that's in a lot of antibiotics.
Oh yeah.
Pee smells after antibiotics. After you,
Does it
I
get
haven't noticed
cloudy
that.
after you eat asparagus as well? Like when you take antibiotics?
it can be. It can be.
I haven't
It
noticed
can
that either.
It's a
It's fucking potent though. I'll tell you that.
oh yeah, and it's always the piss right after you eat it. It's not
Mhm.
like the next day. It's like you can eat it and be like, oh shit, I gotta take a piss, and it smells like
Maybe that chemical,
Yeah.
your body sees it as like a really bad threat and just like, no, we need this out now. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
That's
if it smells that
possibility.
bad coming out of you, like think about what it's doing to your innards.
Bro.
Yo,
All I know-
there is
Fucking
nothing.
asparagus pee, bro.
There is
Not right.
nothing.
I don't
like,
really fuck with asparagus though, so
There is nothing like your own homegrown, organic, fresh asparagus. Literally pulling it out of the
Yeah.
ground and just eating the top on it. There's a sweetness to it, but it also has like a tangy bite to it.
Sweetness to asparagus.
My mom grew it when I was a kid. It was pretty good. And then like she forgot about it
was
one
I for
year,
any of this?
and it just grew and grew and grew. And like next thing you knew, it's like 7 feet tall, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Wait, can
Like,
you eat that? Can you
it's-
just like?
I don't think so.
No, it's all
some fucking
woody.
asparagus
It's
with
all
like
woody.
a fucking axe.
It's got like these little red berries on them and shit.
Yeah, it's like a fucking tree at that point. Like you can,
Yeah,
But does it sprout
I-
little asparagus
I
like
planted-
earrings?
I planted 9 of those, 9 or maybe 12 of those of the rhizomes of the little root stalks.
And how many
Yeah, like-
stalks come out of each one?
Oh, dude, I don't even know. They come back every year.
A bunch.
Dude, my patch was 4 feet by 4 feet.
And you just had a shitload of stalks coming up.
Yeah, but I haven't really had anything incredibly edible to the point that I can cook dinner with it, even with that many
Uh-huh.
plants, because it grows so inconsistently and unevenly.
Okay.
So, it'll be like, oh, that one is ready to be picked, but it's super super thin. Oh, that one
Thick?
is
With
like
3 Cs?
perfect, but it's like really short. But it looks like it's the perfect thickness. And then you go
Okay,
out there the
that's
next
weird.
day, and it's like 2 feet tall. It grows
Yeah.
so inconsistently, but so quickly that you just kind of, if you're out there and you see them popping out of the ground, just pick them and eat them.
All
They're
right.
good. I've been doing that with all the lettuce and kale and stuff that I've been growing. Just picking them right from the garden and eating them. And the
So much
flavors
fucking
on this
vegetable
stuff.
talk. I'm fucking sorry. I'm losing. it
Yo,
over
it's
here.
not the same. There are flavors to this stuff that are not. You don't get that in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to go into
True.
one of those fucking things where I hyperventilate.
Good, man. I'm sorry. I go on about my garden. I
That's
ramble a
fine.
bit. It's cool.
Oh my
Man,
god.
Just the moment you went, you just see it, you eat it. I'm just thinking you just popping fucking asparagus sprouts.
Oh my god.
Going
It's so
balls
funny
deep
because
on
like
some
I'm
lettuce.
actually interested. Like I'm like, oh, I'm so interested in what Eric's talking about. I'm gonna take this advice and use it in case I ever grow
And then I
asparagus.
fucked it up.
And
I'm
Tony-
sorry.
And then you look down and Tony.
Tony's in the other panel and he's just like, oh my god, he's just hysterical. I can't
I'm
even.
sorry. I was on a completely different fucking level from what you were
Yeah.
talking about.
And Tony, you brought me back to reality. Thank you for that.
But yeah, man, my strawberries come back every year
You-
too.
This could be a
And
potential
just
possibility for the two of you guys to have
everything
your
in
own
the
Zoom
garden-
meeting talking about vegetables.
This is what I equate to my son only eating he really only eats vegetables.
Yeah.
He doesn't really eat a lot of meat.
Damn. Oh yeah, you were saying he's not a big meat eater, but I didn't know he
But
only
ever
fucking
since
railed
he
on
was
vegetables.
little, he's been picking tomatoes and peppers
That's
out of the
fucking
garden
awesome. He's gonna grow up
and
and be
just
healthy as
eating them.
fuck.
Last year he was taking. Well, I was growing broccoli last year. He was just taking like where the heads with like the flowers on them and bending over and just biting them. They're all the entire plant. When you grow broccoli, the entire thing is edible.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass to grow though.
Damn,
Too many
he's just
pests.
fucking snatching up
Pain in the
broccoli.
ass,
and eating it.
Nah, it was more
So,
like broccolini. It really wasn't like heads of
broccolini.
broccoli.
What the fuck is broccolini?
Broccolini.
Broccolini is like that. It's
Oh, it's a
like
real thing?
tall, thin broccoli.
Like broccoli Rob?
No, broccoli Rob is not actually broccoli. Broccolini is actually broccoli.
Wait, what do you mean broccoli Rob is not broccoli?
What is broccoli Rob? You guys are fucking me up right now. You're joking, right?
All right, so broccoli Rob, like to me, it seems like if you have like a sautéed spinach, broccoli Rob is similar to that, but it's like the broccoli type of sautéed
not.
spinach.
It's
It
not-
says, I'm sorry
not
to tell you,
broccoli.
but it says that you disabled screen sharing. So I was going to look up broccoli Rob here real quick. You're going to get to see me
Right-
probably misspell the
right
word
in the middle.
broccoli.
Right
two
in the middle
C's
of
up in that bitch
broccoli
right now, I'm
Rob,
just kidding.
and it goes and screws everything up.
Share screen.
Yeah, I'm letting you share it now.
Wow. There we are. All right. What is it?
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Oh, I don't know
Broccoli?
what the fuck just happened. My whole shit just got fucked up.
Broccoli.
You
Rob?
don't see his screen, Mark?
Hold on.
Oh, there he is.
Images?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
No, is broccoli Rob broccoli?
It doesn't come up in the vegetable perhaps.
I think it's like a type of Brussels sprout or cabbage or something.
I don't think it's R-O-B. I think it's like R-A-A-B or something. Like
Broccoli Rob.
or A-B-E or something.
It's R-A-B.
R A
R-A-B-E?
R A broccoli
R-A-B-B. No.
Rabe?
R-A-B-E. R-A-B-E. All right.
Yeah, R-A-B-E.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I was like expecting something funny, like a person named Rob with a
No,
fucking
no.
broccoli neck or something. Like,
Well, no, I mean, I've always...
so wait,
I've
you're saying that
basically
you were
always made fun
growing
of
these
everybody.
little things and he was picking them up and eating these little sprouts.
See, everybody I've ever met named Rob, I've always called Broccoli Rob at some point just to be a dick. But,
Shit, how do I stop sharing my screen?
oh, look at that. It's your new album.
It's a monkey.
Whoa, what the fuck
Yo.
happened to my phone?
Yo, so perfect transition.
Oh,
Your
shit.
new album,
Or
or I guess it's a whole. Have
Well,
you put out the whole album?
No, not
You've
yet.
only
I
put
have-
out a couple
I
singles.
have like a couple singles out. Couple singles.
So Instara,
Yes.
Instar. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Instara.
Yeah, and Star.
Um,
I'll
Fucking
tell you
dope,
exactly
by
how
the
the
way.
fuck that name came about if you want to know.
go for it.
So somehow I was fucking in the middle of saving the first mix down, and I guess Jamie was on my computer, and she might have accidentally hit Control fucking C while she misspelled the word Instagram, and it popped up, and I hit Control fucking V, and it popped up and said Instagra. And I went, ugh, I'll just delete the last two and just save it like that for now because it was late, and it was called Instara. And then I sent it over to my friend Jack to get a fucking idea for how he liked the song, and he goes, "Oh man, I really love the name. You know, it's like really starry or whatever." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, fuck it." And then it hit me: the person, like the evil entity in the story of the Creep Scene story, I never really had a name. And I was like, "Well, fuck it, her name's Instara now." So it actually sparked like a really good. But yeah, that's why the song's called that. It wasn't like I
That's awesome.
intended that at all.
Interesting.
The song was actually called
Alright.
"Get a Knife" at first.
It was called Knife.
No, it was called "Get a Knife" at first.
Get a knife.
Get a
Instar
knife.
is better.
Yeah, and Star's way better.
Yeah,
Dude, that's fucking
absolutely.
good. That's good. I like that. So you're out. Your music. You're actually writing a progressive story with all your music.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what.
I wasn't aware of that until right now.
Yeah, it's not that easy to tell. In fact, if someone didn't tell me, for instance, we'll talk Coheed without going too crazy, that they were talking about a story, I would never know either. So it's kind of like that. I
Yeah.
look at it like, well, one of my favorite bands does it, and I wouldn't know. So fuck it, I'm doing that, and people don't have to
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
But if they ask or if they read up a little bit about it, like they might find out at some point. I plan on putting the story out there. I might do a
Okay.
comic. I don't know, but yeah, to answer your question, that definitely is what's
All
happening.
right. Awesome. That's fucking cool, man.
Am I
I didn't make
an
that connection.
asshole to have assumed a lot of that?
No, because you probably knew a lot of it based on 17 whatever years ago when I actually was doing the original recordings. You were there pretty involved for a lot of it, so.
Creeping through the streets, it's the guy creeping.
Facts. Facts.
Yep. Yep. Hi, Mark.
No, it's not something you would have just assumed, but yeah, no, it's
Okay.
yeah. I'm not gonna go like crazy into it right now, but yeah, it definitely is. I love horror, always loved horror, and it's like a horror
Oh,
story.
definitely, yeah.
It's basically, I mean, to like rough, a person who, while growing up as a kid, always saw people to be evil looking to them, like demonic entities, ends up
Right.
as they get older that they actually were sort of possessed, so to speak, by the ultimate evil, and it was actually making them think everyone was crazy. So when they were killing people, they thought that those people were the bad ones and they were the good one. Flipping the script later on in life, finds out you're just fucking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking deep, man. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that
I
was the
mean,
quick version.
the songs in general are just good songs. So you listen to
Thank you.
each song, and they each have their own vibe, and you get whatever you want to get out of your song. But to actually have that sort of story, now I can go back and listen to everything and see if I could put a puzzle together, and that's awesome.
Damn. Well,
That's
I'm
awesome.
happy for you
I mean,
to do
I'm
that.
huge. I am huge into Coheed and Dream Theater
Yeah.
and Rush and
Yep.
a lot of bands who have had stories that progressed along their albums and have similar characters and plot twists. So that's really cool that you're doing that, man. That's something that like I always dreamed of doing and never even contemplated doing. So
Yeah. Well,
props
thank
to you, man.
Nah,
Good
it's,
shit.
thank you. I appreciate that. No, it's a lot of fun. And this album, by the way, I actually plan on trying to incorporate a lot of other people into it. It's not, I don't want this to just be 100% me. So you could say no, but official invite. I mean, Eric already knows he's probably going to be on it. If not, already might be in some weird way that he doesn't know about.
I'm
But,
just gonna be whispering sweet nothings into your ear.
But nah, like seriously, if you got like an instrument you want to play and want to get involved in something, like I've experimented with collaborating with people that are already in New York and other states, and it's been working
Yeah.
well. Which you could actually also see if you went to the page. There is a song that I recorded with a band who's in New York on Long Island. So it's working well, and I know how to do it. So I want to incorporate a bunch of people. So you're officially invited to be on it at some point for something. If you want to do anything, doesn't have to be guitar, doesn't have to be drums,
Listen.
whatever you want to play, or sing,
Listen,
or
man,
scream, or
I'm
fucking
down
whatever.
for whatever.
We're making
If-
connections.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, you are. One thing I love to do is fucking scream into microphones.
fuck yeah.
So if you want some screaming into microphones, I'm down for that. If you want drumming or guitaring, I'm also down for that. Those are basically the three things I do. So
No, I'm with you. See, that's one thing that I want to like be able to say is like, as a drummer, I feel like, oh, I should always be playing the drums. No, like you're a good drummer. So if I had a song that was a really cool idea on guitar and thought that I don't like my own drums to it, like I might ask you, you want to drum on this?
That would
Yeah.
actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
that
You
would
know,
be funny.
And in
actually,
regards to
because-
screaming, by the way, I'm always open for more screams. So bring the fucking screams on. If you
Yo.
haven't noticed by
Oh, yeah.
Star,
How about,
I
how
want
about
to do some screaming on this album.
how about me on bass, Mark on drums, Tony on guitars and lyrics and vocals?
But you all
That'd be
have to
crazy.
get involved in the vocals. Everyone's got to fucking sing and scream.
Because
That's the
it's
stipulation.
weird because like everybody knows me as a guitar player, but I feel like at this point I'm more of a drummer than I ever was a guitar player.
That's awesome. I feel like you sound great on the drums and it's natural. And
You've been playing drums longer than you've been at this
No.
point. No?
No,
You've been
I've been
playing
playing
drums.
guitar since I've been playing guitar since I was like
yeah, I mean,
12
I
years
always
old.
thought of Mark as a guitarist. I mean, I knew he played drums because dicking around back in the day, you always did the same fucking beat too. And the fucking stick would be rattling on the stick. You always had some weird. Like,
and it was good.
Your wrists are like rubber. Like I will give you that. You got rubber wrists, so you got the bounce on there. But like
I only knew one beat.
Yeah, you used
I'm
to
sure
fucking
we
sit there and
have
do the
you
same
on
beat, but
on a recording somewhere.
Yeah. But eventually, that's how Slick River started. They were like, it was Paul and Eric wanted to do their little blues. It was like saloon rock based on the movie Young Guns. So it was like 1800s, like you'd hear piano, like saloon piano, and then they wanted to make like a rock band out of it. And they were like, we need a drummer. Don't you have a drum set? And I'm like, I have a drum set, but I don't know how to fucking play drums. Like someone gave it to me. Like I don't know. And like I learned how to play drums to them.
We need
weird,
a drummer. Don't you have a set stacked up in the corner of your house?
So that's how I learned to play drums. And I fucking 14 years later, Slick River is still a band, just put out an album.
Yeah.
And I'm their drummer. And that's fucking weird to me because I've been a guitar player my whole life. So that's my story. I don't know. What are you doing? You going on the internet and looking up some shit?
What? My recent searches have fucking gotten ridiculous. I can't type anything. I literally, there you go.
Oh, shit.
Haha, look. Look, see what it says there? Following, because of course I fucking checking that shit out. But, yeah, you could see it here. I don't think it plays the sound, otherwise I would fucking throw a track on. But yes, currently on Spotify, you could hit up Slick River and check out their brand new fucking album, Everything Will Be Aight, as I pronounced it.
Dude, that fucking track name is so long.
Briskly traveling in the premise of a fallen angel.
No, it's not.
I gotta explain this.
It's all right.
I know it's all right,
play
but
it.
I said because you
Tony.
know I've developed the southern ways here.
Tony, click on that track and see if it plays. And if it plays, it plays. If not, whatever.
Are you guys hearing it or no? It's definitely
Yeah.
playing from my speakers.
Okay, so I got it in the background of my speakers right now. This song is called Briskly And the intro to the song is just the bass, just triggering, just bum, 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 bum. That's Brian Blum on the bass, hitting that. And when we first wrote this song, he was like, I kind of just want to do that Running with the Devil intro. So it was Running with the Devil, him on the bass, and we kind of were just like, all right, it's Running with the Devil, but it's really not 'cause it's Slick River. And we tentatively were calling it Walking with the Angel, which eventually got into this ridiculously long song name of Briskly Traveling in the Presence of a Fallen Angel. And we've done my whole shit just rearranged.
Yeah, mine
here.
too. That's why I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
I'm
Eric
looking
just
at
went
the
to the
wrong
bottom.
So we had our first video. This was actually our first single from the album, that song. And we put together kind of like a little clip art video of some copyright-free images.
Copyright-free. Hit him with that.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. You know what I'm talking about. And we put together the video for that, and a lot of witches, witchcraft, 1800s. Like, we're big into, like, the old school. Like I said, we started out with the old school saloon rock. Our band was based on Young Guns, the movie, when we started. And now we've still incorporated some of that old school witchcraft. And we put that in our video. It definitely highly influenced that. And I think it's fucking awesome. I think it's dope.
It did break up in the beginning. You said that was originally the song that was called like Walking with the Angels, right? Or Walking with the Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw that video because as soon as you posted that, I actually checked it out right away. I had commented at something at one point, but now that you just told me that, I just put it together. That's the song from that video. Because it's
Yes.
weird, because when I was out there literally working on Jamie's car and I'm listening to the album, that song came on and I was like, I don't know why. I feel like I know this from somewhere.
You know this, yeah.
That's
You've
where
heard
it's from.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so we were calling it because
I'm excited to listen to it. I didn't listen to it yet.
you have the classic song "Running with the Devil." We kind of took the intro to that and made it our own, and then completely different song. But "Walking with the Angel" did our own thing, and then we ended up changing the name for the album. So that's why if you find it on the internet, there's the original video for it is "Walking with the Angel," and then it's actually called "Briskly Traveling in the Presence of a Fallen Angel."
Fair enough. Can you go back and just edit the track or the video title?
I did,
Yeah.
and for some reason, it still comes up with that title,
Interesting.
no matter what, because I originally put it in as that. I've done everything I could to change it. It doesn't work.
Just
I don't
embed it
know.
on there. Fuck it. Ah,
Whatever.
damn.
There's-
You can
it's
go in
like
there
in
and
the-
tag it.
it's in the
Like put
cloud
the
now.
new title in the tag, maybe. Like in the tag
dude,
description.
Trust me, I've tried everything.
He's like, nope. The internet said get fucked.
Yeah, they were like,
He
fuck
looks pretty
you.
serious.
we like. Basically, YouTube was like, I like this name. You could fuck right off.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Can't argue with
But
fucking YouTube.
actually,
It's its own entity.
we were a much more raw band for this, and this album changed a lot for us because our guitar player Paul Sachinsky started using a lot more effects. And when we recorded this album, we were like, let's just make this guitar driven the entire way. And Paul has layer after layer just killing it playing guitar, and that's pretty much how the album came out. We were like, balls to the wall. His riffs are not like anything else you hear. So when you're listening to this album, think of another guitar player that sounds like him. You're not going to do it because Paul is he's a very unique animal. And he has this twangy, bluesy, but also doomy, like weed riff style that I don't know anybody else that plays guitar like him, and that's what I love about being in a band with him.
His
I agree.
style, just in general in life, comes through in his music.
Yeah, it does.
I've always appreciated that about him because you don't see that a lot.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people who have that to them. Where, I mean, you could listen to any band and you could be like, all right, I could tell this guy is influenced by these 5 bands.
Yeah.
This guy loves Tool. This guy loves Deftones. Whatever. This guy loves Thrice. Like, you know what people are influenced by.
Hit him with the thrice.
And not with him. I'm sorry, what?
I said hit him with the thrice.
Hit him with the
I haven't
Thrice.
heard that
I'm
fucking
sorry.
name in forever. They never come on any of my playlists. Anything that's weird.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love.
Dude, I
Thrice.
fucking forgot about them. I'm about to fucking
Really?
yeah. I'm about to
All right,
pop the
it's time
fucking
to-
thrice search going in a minute.
After this, get back on Thrice because Thrice did the Deftones thing where they were one genre and then they were like, we don't want to be a fucking genre. Fuck this genre. People are like, Thrice is emo. Like, whoever thinks Thrice is emo is on crack, first of all. But
I
Thrice
never
went
thought
on
that.
and
What?
was like, we're gonna make all these different styles of music and just do whatever the fuck we want, right? And that's what I love about Thrice. But you listen to different bands, you can tell what they're influenced by. And the thing I love about being in a band with Paul is that he is not influenced, or he is influenced by people, but
No, I get.
it's
Yeah.
not like anything you've ever heard, and it's amazing. And I basically learned how to play drums to him playing guitar. So
Yo, hold up. I don't mean to cut you off. That is an amazing fucking thing you just said. Where the hell did Eric go? Eric,
I'm right here.
you heard what he just said, right?
I heard exactly what he said.
Are you getting what I'm getting
That's
here?
exactly what we were talking about the other day.
what was
Legit.
that? Did you learn to play guitar? You learned to play drums to Eric playing guitar?
No, him and I just from the first time that we played together just clicked musically.
Yeah.
Like I knew when he was going to change. He knew when I was going to change.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
So he was saying
Like,
when he programs drums
we
to a song he wrote, he thinks of what I might have been playing, and I was saying when I'm fucking recording
yeah, I
drums,
hear him in my head
and when I record drums, because
when I program
Oh,
drums.
dude. For years, like our band, what did we stop playing in like 2003, 2004, something like that? And
yeah, it was. Fuck, hold on.
so
2003.
17 years ago,
I'll
whatever.
say
it's a
04
long-
was probably 04 was probably the last time we.
So it's been a long ass time, and to this day, I hear Tony playing on drums on guitar riffs I write. I hear Eric singing over shit I write. Like that's just how it goes when you played in a band with people. Like you know their tendencies. It becomes a familiarity, and that's just the way it is. You know, like people that you've played in bands with influence you for the rest of your life,
So
even if you're with completely different people.
So two quick things I'm gonna hit on with that. The first thing was just to finish what I was saying is yes, we vice versa. I constantly, like you were saying, I'll be recording So when I write songs, by the way, which is what I meant to say before I forget, this is how I started doing this when I was doing it by myself. So you guys want to know how I actually started trying to do the whole Creep Scene project? So after the fucking last time we were recording and we officially broke up, I had all
the
drums that were laid down. I literally
Yep.
sat in front of the computer, picked up a bass and a guitar, and started writing brand new songs on top of the drums from our old band.
Abaguchi is home again.
Yeah, Abaguchi was home again.
Wait. So
Think about that, Mark.
you took
Listen to
songs
Abaguchi.
You took songs from 12-inch Bic
And
or you took songs
Ecocide.
from all the above?
12-inch Bic and Ecocide. When I started writing my own music,
He started writing when you were living out in Shirley. What's the talking?
Fucking Middle Island. It's all the same goddamn place. It's out in fucking
No,
Suffolk County.
you were at Bill's house.
Originally, it was in that apartment. I wrote Abaguchi in that apartment. So Mark, you, Steve, Flo, all you guys had been out there multiple times. My mom's
You showed it to me.
two-bedroom apartment in the basement, Middle Island. So I started working on stuff there. But yes, to Eric's
after
point,
the band broke up.
Yes, exactly. Because my mom kind of she moved in with Bill during that period. But what I did to actually, because I was like, I don't know what to do. And like at the time, all I fucking knew was just like music. That was like, I didn't know what to do with myself. I took the drums, stripped all the rest of everything off of them, sat there because I couldn't fucking play drums in these places, plugged the fucking bass in and the guitar in, and started literally just writing brand new things on top of drums in my head going, forget what you know it should be and just do something different. Can you do this? And I made like 15 fucking songs, or 12 or whatever, however many songs we had. I played something on every one of them. Made a brand new song out of it. Got to a point where I was like, okay, I went to the Middle Island apartment and I was able to set my drums up in Bill's basement. That's when I got to a point and I started re-recording the drums based on changes I wanted to make and changes Eric suggested, because he started coming over and seeing what I was doing. I literally took our fucking songs and wrote brand new songs on top of the drums. So to this day, when I record a song, I sit at the drums and I play some random fucking shit for about 25 minutes. I take the pieces I like, I jam them together, and then I go back on the drums and I replay it so I can get a better take. I listen to it, I make sure it's fucking cohesive, and then I write guitars and bass on top of it. And then I layer different fucking leads and different vocals, and it's all literally from the drums up. It's weird. I don't know, I'm sure there's other people that do that, but this all actually stemmed from me taking our songs and then making new songs on top of old songs. But the weirdest part is I always try to emulate something that I felt like the song The Day the World Stood Still had going for it, which was fucking everything. That song had so many fucking elements of crazy in it. but it was never perfected. But I felt like when we played it live, the couple of times we had the opportunity to, it was fucking amazing. In my head, I'm always trying to achieve that level of fucking coolness, but at the same time, just completely doing my own thing and wanting to my
I
story and my,
only
you know,
remember performing once live as Ego Side.
maybe it was only once. That's why I said the couple of few
It
times we
was
had
at
the opportunity.
Medicine,
No, we had
I felt
and
like we
and
played
that
a
played
few
a
that
couple
shows.
times.
that picture is from that one show.
Yeah, but I feel like we
'Cause
played a few
we
times.
Yeah, but no, we played a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, different places.
Actually, we played at Insomnia as Ego Side.
Yes, 100%.
100% happened. And right after the blackout, I don't remember if we were the only
I
band that
didn't,
ended up
I didn't,
playing or
I didn't ever play that green acrylic Mockingbird.
until
That I
Eco Side.
only played with Eco Side.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
never played that with
That's
12
actually
inch.
how I know for sure we played a few shows.
So Insomnia was as Eco Side. Um, the medicine
The
show
medicine was
that
definitely Eco Side.
Yeah,
that
it was
was
definitely Ego Side. I didn't have a guitar,
we
and
played
Steve was
we
on
played a
stage,
handful of
so
shows.
it was definitely.
We played a handful of shows as Eco Side.
Yeah.
But mostly as 12-inch big.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, we played a lot of shows as 12-inch big.
Yeah.
No, we had a
Sky
lot
Blue.
of fun as 12-inch back.
Sky Blue started it all.
Was
Yeah.
there an intro to any of this before I got on? By the way, Mark, Eric, we had a couple of bands we were in together. If that
Yeah,
wasn't
so-
apparent at this point,
So maybe you want to start the entire thing from this moment, where the three of us were in 12-inch Bic when we were like 20 to 24 years old. 12-inch Bic. I joined late as a second guitarist, and then Steve joined after, and we became Eco Side and got a little heavier.
When
But
we met you were working at a dairy barn.
through Tony P. Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
Tony P introduced us.
Tony
because-
P, who was supposed to be the original singer of 12-inch Bic.
Yeah, and it's crazy shit, right? Like Tony P told me, "Yo, these guys might want a guitar player," and I was like, "Really?" And I was like, and he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You." It was actually Flo was the one that he told me about first. He was like, you know Flo that comes through here all the time, right? I'm like, yeah, I know Flo. He's like, yeah, you sell weed now, and I'm like, yeah, I know Flo. I sell weed now, and then. Like literally like 20 minutes after me and Tony P had this conversation about this band, and he played me. You guys had like 2 songs on a cassette tape, and he played them for me. And then Flo pulls up into Dairy Barn, and I'm like, "Yo, Flo, you're in this band?" And he's like, "Yeah, I play bass. Like this is the band we're in." And I was like, "Holy shit!" And he's like, "Yeah, it's me, Tony, Eric." Like, he got out of it. He parked his car on the fucking side.
Yes, classic Flo.
Comes in, we smoke, we listen to the fucking tape that Tony P had. Tony ended up helping all the customers as they went through, and me and Flo just talked about the songs that you guys wrote together. And I was like, "Yo, this is awesome!" Like, he's like, "Yeah, like you play guitar?" I'm like, "Yeah, I play guitar," and that's how it happened, man. Like, I was just like, "Holy shit!" We were listening on the boombox in Dairy Barn, and Flo just drove in and was like, "This is my band." Yeah. Like, you want in? I was like, I would love to. And
Yeah,
then
he
talked
was
to you.
he
I
was the
talked to
one
you
that
guys.
it was 12-inch Bic, or at least this 12-inch Bic, because it was a joke from when we were really, really younger.
Yeah.
But this 12-inch Bic that we're talking about was Flo's creation. He wrote the first song,
Yeah?
Free From You.
It's
Yep.
crazy, man. I fucking miss him so much.
He told me, oh my God, dude.
So earlier today, I swear to God, I was sitting right here. I was just fucking with my phone for a second, and I randomly got a new friend request. I don't know why, it's weird. From Flo's wife. I thought it was sketchy, so I looked into it for a second. I wasn't buying it, but it made me realize, it's been long enough. So I hit up his sister real quick, who was randomly at the cemetery when I texted her. And she was actually super fucking kind enough to send me a picture of him as she was standing there putting flowers down on his grave.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
That he was always playing
And
around with,
Yeah.
as well as
Fucking pretending to be Flip. But yo, you're right. He was always fucking hitting that fucking bass line.
he was slapping that bitch.
But
He was.
No,
So-
you gotta hand it to him, man. When it turned, he didn't play bass. When it turned out that that's the role, because he wanted to start a band, because he had some poems that he wrote, that he thought would be good songs. I just played a couple of basic
100%, yeah.
riffs, and it just kind of built from there. But with everything said and done, 12-inch Vic was Flo's brainchild.
Yeah, definitely.
He
That's
told
crazy.
me that Tony was going to be playing drums, and I wasn't friends with Tony before that. We were cool, but
Yeah,
we
the
never hung out
old
before that.
my guy in the hallway.
So this whole fucking thing was fucking Flo.
Yeah, that's why I got a little like it was this literally all of us know each other on this level. Well, we both only know you, Mark, because of Flo, but like Eric and I actually only became
We
friends
became friends
beyond
and
acquaintances, saying what's up at school because of Flo.
and
100%.
fellow musicians
Yeah.
because of Flo.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's fucking
Absolutely.
insane.
Flo
Yeah.
could be the
He-
reason why we both continue to pursue music today. Who the fuck knows? Like,
He brought people together. He was a character, but he had a heart of gold.
yeah.
He always put other people in front of himself.
He was the
Always.
first. He was the first friend that I made when I moved to Belmore.